after government pressure. Now there is a fight about something called net neutrality. It sounds harmless, but it really is just another grab for more control and more power by the federal government. Joining me now is Tennessee Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn, who's leading the fight to stop this. Congresswoman Blackburn, it's a pleasure. Welcome back to Freedom Watch.
It's good to be with you, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you. What is this net neutrality? What is the FCC up to, and what should we be concerned about?
Well, net neutrality is really a warm, fuzzy word for what I call the fairness doctrine for the Internet. And the FCC is not going to be deterred by common sense, the judicial system, or Congress. They are determined to step forward and to implement this, get this, the week of December 21st. What we should be concerned about is precisely this. The FCC wants to insert itself on the information highway.
Right.
They're saying, look, the ISPs that are there to manage all these networks, your internet service provider, before you go to them, you need to come to us. And the danger for us as Americans is that we know many of the innovations that are coming onto the internet, whether they're VoIP, whether they're cell phone applications, whether they are going to be some of the health information technologies.
They are not coming from the government. We know that.
That's right. They're coming from innovators in the private sector. And what the FCC is saying, come to us before you do those innovations.
All right, let's
We're
back
going to be the
up a little
gatekeeper.
bit. Let's back up a little bit, Congresswoman.
Sure.
You know the law because you're leading the charge on this. The FCC has zero authority to regulate the Internet. Are they just insinuating themselves in there and telling service providers, you have to start listening to us?
Yes, they are. They do not have the authority to do this. What they're trying to do, they've tried a couple of different routes, Judge. What they tried to do was reclassify the Internet under Title II of the Telecommunications Act so that they could regulate it like a monopoly phone company. That didn't work.
Right.
So then they said, okay, we'll go under Title I. Now, what is instructive on this is in the past couple of years, we had 300 members of Congress sign letters to the FCC saying, keep your hands off the Internet.
Here's my concern.
Congressman Markey had a bill that would impose net neutrality. He only got 27 co-sponsors on his bill.
Well, I hope his bill fails, but here's my concern. This is the same old argument over and over again. The government says, give us some of your freedom and we'll keep you safe. Give us your liberty to listen to whatever you want and we'll make sure you get on the Internet. When is the government going to stop this? When is the Congress going to say to the FCC, hey guys, we have a First Amendment. Leave the Internet alone?
Well, we have been saying that and we will continue to do so. My bill, H.R. 3924, would prohibit the FCC from taking this action. And if they move forward with this rulemaking, the end of December, come January 1, January 5, as things change, we are going to aggressively go back after that policy that they have implemented through the rulemaking and through legislation, block them from taking that action.
Thank you for staying on top of this, Congresswoman Blackburn. We appreciate it. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you.
The Communications Act of 1934 established the FCC to oversee the distribution of wave spectrums for radio. But today, the FCC does little else but regulate as much electronic communication as it can. But you have the right to know that the First Amendment makes the FCC unconstitutional. Think about it. The FCC regulates content. It tells broadcasters what to say. But the First Amendment guarantees the right to free speech. If speech were truly free, why would we need an unnecessary, intrusive, and unconstitutional government agency to oversee the distribution of speech? The sad truth is that speech has become less free every day, and the FCC is at the forefront of this horrific decline in liberty. Those of you watching this show now are fortunate to be watching content not approved by any government bureaucracy. I'm allowed to say anything I want on cable so long as it meets the standards of my bosses, my network, which is privately owned. Content on broadcast networks has to meet government standards. It seems Stalinist to me to use the government to regulate the content of a TV show. But trying to control broadcast TV is not enough for the government. They want to protect us from internet service providers under this guise of net neutrality. The FCC wants to force internet service providers to treat all content equally. Sounds good? Don't be fooled by it. Net neutrality is just a wedge in the door for the FCC, which will inevitably want to control content on the web, just as it controls content on broadcast TV. Just like the framers who wrote the First Amendment, we must fight this. The internet is one of the greatest bastions of freedom in the world, and we cannot let it fall into the hands of